right, everybody, this is Shake and Bake from www.shakespub.net. This, my friends, is the world of Landmark. And I'm going to try to, as quick as I can, I don't want to, one thing I try to do is not make videos too long, but sometimes I can't help it, especially a game like this. I just got this game a couple days ago. This is early access, and I've already got 16 hours into it. And I can't stop playing this game. I love it, and I'm going to tell you why. It's an MMO. It's currently in closed beta. Eventually, this is going to be free to play. But if you wanted it now, you got to pay. I got the Settlers package. It was like $19, and I'm glad I did because if you're into building stuff and kind of this adventure, explore the lands, gather resources, crafting, and eventually PvP will be added to this game as well. But really right now the focus is this incredible building system of this game. And I'm about to show you what that's all about. I've had people asking me about this game because they see I'm playing it. What's it like? What's it about? I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you why I love this thing so far. You never know with early access, but in the state it is now, I really felt like I've got my money's worth. So let's start off. You got this map. There's a couple different servers with, I think all the maps are pretty similar. And you basically spawn in this middle area. And then you have this big map where you can roam out. And you're basically, if you want, you're looking for a piece of land to claim. And you're going to see my piece is right up here. And so we're going to head to that. That's my claim. And I'm going to show you what I've built so far. And again, as I'm walking here a little bit, just to show you one thing, the graphics. This has a very, very interesting look to it. It's almost a cross between, I would say, like a cartoony look with a realistic look. To be honest, I've not seen this in a game like this. And the textures, everything look really, really cool. A lot of color. I love the color in this game. When you're going around and you see the trees and the resources, I mean in the ground and the plant life, I just love the vibrant colors. And then the ocean. I mean, the draw distance is ridiculous. If you can max this out, I mean, look at that. Look at the ocean. It just has this like real cinematic look. The other thing that's cool is you see these colors. When you're gathering resources, I love the animations, and it really works well as far as the digging, the camera views, just really fluid, and it's nice to see in this state of the game how well all of that works already. So, hopefully, you would think they couldn't screw that up, and it can only get better. And the other part is the sheer scale of the world. When I say cinematic, it has this feel like you're in a movie. I mean, look out at that ocean, the visuals. It's just crazy. As I head down this way, I'm going to talk some more about this game. So this is supposed to be, again, an MMO, social building MMO. It's in closed beta. Pretty much, if you go on YouTube and look at some of the crazy things that people have built, it's mind-blowing. Similar to Minecraft, not the game, but the concept of what people can build, limited by their imagination, is crazy. So look those up. I'm going to show you mine. My first build, I think it's pretty good, but it's nothing like what's out there. Now, look at this water. And I've said this in other games. Like when I see some water, I think, this is really good water. I'm impressed. This is the most impressive freaking water I've ever seen in a game. Just the waves, again, the draw scale, the way that the white foam is on it. And then when you get in the water, check this out. A lot of these kind of games, when you get in them, there's clipping issues and things like that. Not in this. Even though it's early access, it looks crazy. Look at the bubbles when he's swimming. Look at that. And the light, the sun coming through. And you can kind of still see outside the water. It is fantastic. The swimming animations look really good. I'm swimming right now, obviously. But again, best I've ever seen. I mean, there may be another game comes along where I'm going to say that's better than this. But again, pretty spectacular. Let me pull my map, make sure I'm heading the right way here. to my claim. All right, so the building controls. It didn't take me long to learn them at all, and they are powerful. I'm going to show you that up here in a minute. I don't even know them all yet. So, again, I'm definitely not an expert, but I learned enough to kind of get me in trouble and to get me going. Let's see. Procedurally generated world. I don't know what engine this is, but I don't see a lot of issues like with, sometimes in procedurally generated, you'll see the world popping in front of you. I've had none of that. It looks great. The other thing that's neat concept in this game is stuff you create in this game. You can share through this tool they have called Player Studio. Sounds like almost like Steamworks. And here's the part that's pretty cool is if it gets loaded up to the official, let's say, showcase or the store, if it sells to people, you get a cut of the proceeds. I mean, how cool is that? So if you're creative and you got the skill and the time, you may be selling stuff on this game. Again, look around. Look at this. Just beautiful. There is beautiful music in this game that really, again, has that whole cinematic feel. I'm going to turn up the music. Just listen to that. When I'm roaming around, I really have a sense of adventure that I'm in this world, roaming around, that I can go explore these lands. And I did that. When you first start, you want to look for like your best spot that you could put your claim. And I did that. I found a spot. I wanted to be on the water. And I think I love the spot I picked. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop recording because we don't want to record me running the whole time. Actually, you know what? We are almost there. Let's just cut around this way. We'll swim across here, and you're about to see what I've been working on feverishly for hours. I can't stop. I love to build stuff in games. I'm not as much a Minecraft fan. I can't get over the voxel as far as, I guess the visuals of it. But this here for me, the visuals is what does it, coupled with the ability to create whatever, again, you can come up with, is what I've been looking for. All right, let's push up here. You're about to see. And the lag you're going to see a little bit is with Steam, but also the game. The game, I would say, is not obviously fully optimized because it's still in beta. I think it definitely needs improvement. But as you see, we're starting to come up on Shakes Pub's castle up here that I've been working on. And here's the thing. I have been so sucked into this, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, that normally I don't spend money on free-to-play games, or even in like a game where you can, to avoid spending hours gathering resources, you spend money to get it quicker. I could dig all of the stone out of here and get stone, but I was so impatient. I actually spent like $10 on 100,000 pieces of stone for my castle, just because I was enjoying it so much, and I don't regret it. The experience I've gotten out of this has been worth it. And hold on, let me get up here. All right, let's slow down a little bit. Okay, so the way this works is you go out. I love it. Look at this, man. Just so much fun building this. You go out, and basically, I'll show you my claim here. And this is my claim boundary. I claim this spot, and I then in this spot can build whatever I want. Again, your imagination is the limit, your time, your resources. And the other thing that's cool about it is when people come in here, they can like my my build, whatever my creation is. And the other thing is really cool is you can manage your claim, the name of it, the message of the day to people when they come here. And I also can set security levels. No access, nobody gets in. Visitor, customer, decorator, and a builder. Really cool. So I've only set it at visitor right now, so people show up, they can come through here, check it out. They can't destroy nothing, they can't take anything. If I had some crafting tables in here, they could use them. Let me get rid of the box here. Okay, so now let's talk about the building. So I've got this going here, right? All of this starts off as just different shapes, similar to the other building games out there. I think the difference for me is the how the textures look, and see, like these blocks and everything. I just think visually they look more realistic, and I think you can get in here with these blocks, and what you can do is, you know, if I want to make the stone look more weathered, like a lot of my castle is weathered by the effects of the ocean, you can do that. You can get in there and round off edges, make them look weathered. You can punch holes through them, and you've got these tools here, you know, simple but powerful, and then all of these different kinds of textures. You know, if I wanted grass to be on this ground here, I could actually use my paint tool and paint grass in here. And again, it's all going to come down to your imagination. Let me undo that. All right, I can undo that stuff there. So let's go around my castle, and I'll show you what I've done so far. I wanted this castle on the sea look, and so far, again, this is just a work in progress. You've got this flag you could put on your plot to kind of shows off, you know, your creation. I hope one day that they have ships in this game. I'd love to see like trading ships coming around, you know, visiting the different builds, the different sites, the claims, and maybe there's trading going on. Maybe people are attacking each other. It would be really, really awesome. Let's go in here. We'll go upstairs. Just again, I'm just kind of having fun, making this out of my imagination, doing whatever I want. When you build something, it takes that resource, but when you snap it back or you claim it back, you get back that resource. I'm going to redo the roof. This is going to be the master bedroom, and then I'm looking out here at the kingdom. It's just really, really awesome. I love the music, kind of again that cinematic feel. In the beta right now, I don't think you can die at this point. This is a little well I made, and I carved all this out with the tools. It was fairly quickly. I've added in some different ground cover. And these humps right here, all of that I added and smoothed out. And again, I'm just at the tip of the iceberg. If you look at some of the builds online, they are insane. The stuff that people are making. Again, then this is just my first one, still learning how to do it. Let's go out now real quick. I want to show you something else here. The resource gathering. So what I like about this, I showed it a little bit earlier, is when you're going around, I've gathered resources here, but I think at some point the ground must fill back in. But if I wanted to, let me just dig here because I want some rock. Some of these games where you dig, the camera angles can get really wonky and look weird. I've not had that issue this game. I think the camera angles are really solid. So I could go in here and start digging, and the camera doesn't start freaking out, and I don't feel like I'm lost. But if I wanted to keep digging, I could just keep digging into this mountain and go crazy if I wanted to, and just keep digging like this. And again, animation's really smooth. It looks good. It'll be interesting to see how it goes with player versus player when they start adding in, I'm guessing, weapons, swords, whatever. But again, look at the ocean. Look at that. Let me actually go back down to the ocean. I'm going to go back in it because I want to show you something really cool about this ocean. Look at that. Look at the waves roll. Again, it blows me away. Now, a lot of these games, when you get into like an ocean situation or a swimming situation, the water's not deep, and it gets, you know, they start having clipping issues. But this ocean, you feel like it is deep. I mean, and I have not even like swam out, I guess, as far as you could swim out. But take a look at this. And when you're swimming, look, there's my castle up here. You really feel like you are under the ocean. Let's just keep going down and see what happens. I've seen some videos of this where people are flying in this game. Not sure how they're doing it. I'm going to figure that out. But there's people that are, I'll call it falling gracefully, jumping off mountains and sailing. And like right down here, I mean, look at this. Look how deep I am going. I'm actually going to go down here. Again, I don't think I can die, but, you know, we'll see what happens here in a minute. I'm just going to keep going down because this here, I want this. And I should be able to. Oh, maybe I can't dig down here. I thought I could. Yep, here we go. What did I just gather? I gathered some agates, looks like. Yep. But let's look up again. Look at this. Look at this. Just that feeling of being under hundreds of feet of water. It just looks so damn incredible. This, again, there's different packages you can get. I just went with the standard, I think it was like $19. Gets you in, it gets you the ability to stake a claim, and then again to build away. You don't have to buy the packs like the stone like I did. If you wanted to, you could just gather all the resources from the world. Obviously, it just takes more time. Check that out. Beautiful. Beautiful. And at some point, I'm not sure if they're going to add creatures to this game. I don't see that listed, but who knows? There's going to be, what else is going to be? Combat, survival. So, you know, you have to gather resources, I'm guessing, for food and those kind of things. But this is it. Landmark. I am so glad I stumbled across this game. And I'm going to do some more videos. I'm going to do some updates on my castle here. And if you got questions, you want to see more of this game, certain things, post below. I will respond quickly. This is, and another thing is, if you join the game, you want to hook up and have me come check out your creation, come check out mine. Let's do that. This is Shake and Bake from www.shakespub.net. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the subs, and cheers. And I will see you in Landmark.